What's going on, guys? This is JT here. I'm over here on the iOS server on my man Saptabulls account. This is the winner of the $10 a day November giveaway, and I was just talking to him on Instagram. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm just going to pull up this convo. Obviously, I told him he was the winner. He was pumped up. We talked for a little bit, and then I asked him the questions I always ask the winners. I say, how long have you been playing Castle Clash, and what's your favorite hero and game mode as well? He says, I've been playing Castle Clash for about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, goodness gracious, my favorite hero is Lavanica and game mode is Lost Realm. Have to agree with both of those, although my favorite hero is Ashura, but Lost Realm is definitely my favorite game mode. He says, if you can, JT, can you please let me know which talents are best for my heroes? I just put random talents on, so don't know much about which talents are best for heroes. That makes sense. He's only been playing for a couple weeks, so of course we're going to go through his heroes. Let him know. I said, how did you find out about Castle Clash? He says, I found it through you. I was just browsing YouTube, and your channel showed up in my suggestions, which really is crazy. It's like, what are people searching? Maybe like Clash of Clans or something, and then YouTube's algorithm just like, oh, this is relevant. Here's Castle Clash. I watched the video and enjoyed it and just had to install the game, and now I can't stop being on it. I said, awesome, man. Congrats on winning. I'll message you when I'm done. So we're going to hook this guy up with the goods. So let's go ahead and get back to his account. 2 to 3 week old account, already has 55,000 might. That is pretty impressive. Let's see, he is a spender as well. So we got a new pay-to-play player coming to Castle Clash, boys. Oh, baby. Should we warn him? Should we let him know what he's got ahead of him? No, we should just go ahead and make a purchase to get him even more addicted, boys. So I think I'm going to hook him up. Today is the accumulation bonus. First, we'll get into the altar, and then we'll take a quick peek at the bazaar. So as for heroes, not bad. I see some of the new stuff. Now, one thing to mention, if you don't know already, acceptable, is you need to work on your gold vaults and mana vaults. I'm sure you've watched a couple of my last videos. That is the most important thing. And as I see, you already got your mana vaults and gold vaults working. So that is very nice along with the town hall. That all looks perfect. Let's go ahead and get into the altar and see what you got as for talents on these heroes. And let's see here. Yes, so as I scroll to the end, you're going to need to get, in my opinion, you're going to want one of each of every blue and every green hero. You don't need to really focus them right now, but in long terms of things, it's going to help out. Not only does it help out in the towers, you can put, obviously, you already have your garrisons loaded up. So yeah, they'll help out with the garrisons, and on top of that, it helps out with Destiny, which really you shouldn't be focused all that much on. But the reason why you want to go ahead and start getting one of each is just because later down the road, it will help you, right? You don't want to really focus on leveling 4 angels, for example. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into the heroes and check out some of these talents. So we got Lavanica with level 10 Sacred Light. It looks like he definitely is going to need some insignia action as well. So yeah, Sacred Light isn't any defensive talent you really don't want to put on any of these 4 heroes, which is Lavanica, Dovekeeper, Zafirka. Who's the 4th? Why did I say 4? It's only 3 heroes that take in a certain amount of damage, right? Yeah, any of those 3 heroes, Lavanica, Dovekeeper, or Zafirka, will all take in a specific amount of damage, whether it be 10,000 damage per hit or 18,000 damage per hit. That's all the damage that they can take in, unless they're being hit by one of the newest heroes, Bloody Mary, who is the only one who completely ignores that damage debuff, right? So here's the thing. You don't want to go really with Sacred Light on Lavanica. A better talent for Lavanica is going to be something like Unholy Pact, which just gives him the utmost amount of damage for Lavanica, or there's a whole world of talents you could really put on Lavanica as well. Basically, whatever you feel like fits best for what you're trying to do. Now, since you said Lost Battlefield is your favorite game mode, me personally, I love Unholy Pact on my Lavanica, so yeah, that's what I would go with is Unholy Pact. As far as an insignia, I really like to go with Survival. Now, one thing to note is you really don't want Survival as a main talent, because Survival at level 10 basically does the same thing as level 9. And since Survival doesn't really get upgraded that much from 9 to 10, you really want to go with it as an insignia, because the main talent, you're definitely going to want to get to 10 of 10, right? So if it's Unholy Pact, instead of Unholy Pact being level 9 as an insignia, you want to go with the main talent. That way you can go ahead and raise it up to 10 and get way more damage out of that talent. So yeah, let's keep on moving along. We also got Cosmo with Sacred Light. That, in my opinion, is a very nice talent for Cosmo. I'd keep that there. We also got Bulwark on Ripper. Not the worst talent for Ripper. I would rather go with a full-on defensive talent, but Ripper's damage is nice to have. The only issue with Ripper is he seems to die very easily, so I'd personally like to go with a little bit more of a defensive talent like Sacred Light. We also got Occultist with Feint. Not that bad of a talent. No, actually, I'll take that back. This is a pretty bad talent for Occultist. Really, you don't really care about Occultist damage. You really want him to be defensive as well. So, personally, I like to go with Flame Guard because he already has a built-in damage reduction. So, Flame Guard just means he reflects additional amounts of damage. Really helps you kill those Levinicas, Zephyricas, and also Dove Keepers. We also got Landwalker. Looks good with the level 8 Sacred Light. Personally, I don't even have Landwalker. Or maybe I do have Landwalker in my main account. I don't have any experience with Landwalker yet. Haven't tested him out. Haven't tested out any of the newest 3 heroes. Just wait until they get a little bit cheaper. Then I'm obviously going to snatch all 3 of them up. We also got Pumpkin Duke, who you're definitely not going to want Bulwark on him. You're going to want... Pumpkin Duke can have a variety of talents. One of his best talents is going to be Empower, just because it brings up his energy bar super fast, and not only that, it also brings up his HP. So yeah, I would personally probably go with Empower on Pumpkin Duke. Sacred Light would be okay. Pumpkin Duke's damage doesn't matter at all, right? So whenever it comes to Bulwark, the max HP does help a little bit, but overall that extra attack literally helps none. It actually hurts Pumpkin Duke. The more damage Pumpkin Duke does, that means he's going to kill the target even quicker, and the slower Pumpkin Duke kills the target while he's just sitting there attacking, the more procs he's going to get off. So really you want Pumpkin Duke to be doing the least amount of damage as possible, right? So we also got Grim Fiend. Grim Fiend isn't really used all that much as of right now. Wouldn't really worry about his talent too much. It looks like you got a really nice talent on Dove Keeper. That looks good. Lazulix has a pretty good talent as well. However, on this new account, especially since you're pay to play, you're probably not going to have any issues with other talents, like let's say Sacred Light. If you do want to build him defensive, my personal favorite is going to be Survival and Revitalize on Lazulix. So I go with probably Revitalize as his main talent, and Survival as the insignia. If you don't want to go with Revitalize, you could also go with the defensive talent as well. But like I said, Stone Skin just isn't really a top tier talent, so that could be replaced. I mean, you'd be better off with going the newest talent that also adds a silence for Lazulix as well. So let's see, Walla Walla has level 10 survival. Again, not a big fan of survival on Walla Walla. As a main talent on Walla, I like to go completely defensive. If I want survival, I'm going to put it as an insignia. I like to go with Sacred Light on Walla, but also Walla Walla is auto proc. So for Lost Battlefield, there's multiple different options. If you wanted to proc right at the start, which I think is going to be your best option, I like to go with Revitalize as an insignia. You can also go with Survival as an insignia on Walla Walla, but you know, I mean, I like him to proc right at the start with Revitalize. Now, since he is auto proc, you can also go with Empower. That helps build up his energy and makes him proc as well. So we got Phobos, which again, he is another new hero. I don't really have too much experience with Phobos, to be honest with you, so I don't want to direct you in the wrong way. I would say gearing him up a little bit later, or whenever you know what the proper talent is. I've heard people do like Sacred Light quite a bit on Phobos, because the main thing you're using him for is his silence as well. So let's see, is there any other heroes that you need to be told, or told what talents need to go on? Michael, I would go with Revitalize either as a main talent or as an insignia, because he does proc right at the start and then gives your heroes those boosts for attack and also the attack speed, which is very helpful. Let's see, Boogeyman's definitely going to be needing a damage talent. Whatever you get and have extra of, that's what I would go with. Queen Wasp, I would go with a defensive talent as well. And let's see here. I think that pretty much covers all the mandatory heroes. As far as Sasquatch goes, same. You can actually go either way. You can build Sasquatch for damage, which he actually does put out quite a bit of damage, or you can build him defensive, because whenever Sasquatch does take in damage, he also gains life. So there are multiple options that fit Sasquatch defensively. And yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the bazaars and see what bazaars are going to help this account out. Actually, I wanted to take a look at the events first. So all we have today is Lucky Flip. We do have Hero Collector, Floating Isle, and Egg Smash-a-thon. Actually, I was curious to see what comes from Egg Smash-a-thon. And like I said, we're going to hook this man up today. I believe we're going to go all the way up to the 30 extra Bloody Mary Soul Stones. Eventually, he'll be able to get that Bloody Mary, which is going to be nice, and also the level 10 Talent Runes. These Lioness Crystals really aren't that helpful for your account as of right now, but will be helpful later down the road. And then, obviously, the main reason why I wanted to hook you up with this is for the Prime Insignia Pack 9s. These are going to help out a lot on a new, fresh account like this. So, the two bazaars we're going to be purchasing today are... Let's see, what do we got? For the $20 pack, we're going to need a $20 and a 10 pack. We're actually going to purchase these right here. So this $20 pack, which comes with some insignias plus some magic powder. We also got some event coins in there, some more super pets. We got some talent runes in there. Plus you get all of the chests, which are going to help you with tons of blue crystals, talents that you need, and all the other goods. So yeah, let's go ahead and make these purchases. All right, now that we've made the purchases, let's go ahead and get into the goods. He is rocking tons of gems on this account. We got 10,000 or 11,000 basically. Plus we got the accumulation packs that we're going to be collecting, which does have more gems as well, plus all kinds of other goodies. So yeah, let's go ahead and claim this. He's getting a lot of stuff here with today's purchase, boy. This is the real hookup. So he's getting 80, 170 of one of those chests, which are going to be very helpful for books. Tons of other chests, a lot of other gems, and 28 Prime Insignia packs and 25 coins as well, which is pretty insane for this new account. So let's go ahead and get into it. So what do we got? We got him another 16,000 gems. Let's put him at 27,000 gems total. We also got all these extra goodies. Let's see if we can get one of the new talents, which we did. We'll take that new talent right there. Thank you. And let's go ahead and open up some of this stuff as well. I'll save a lot of this for you to open, but I was curious to see, are we going to get any Sacred Lights? Come on. He needs Sacred Lights, baby. The more the better. We got a Sacred Light and an Unholy Pack. There's some couple of them. All right. So now we're talking. You got a lot of Sacred Lights to deal with. And like I said, those defensive heroes, go ahead and throw those on. You also got Unholy Pack now. Really, you're not going to need too many Unholy Packs besides maybe Lavanica and a backup Dovekeeper if you want or something like that, because Unholy Pack's really not that great of a talent on most heroes just because it makes them take in so much extra damage. But that extra silent cover is going to be very nice. Also, these chests are going to give you some red crystals that are going to be helpful. I'm really hoping you get blue crystals out of this. All right, there's 150 of them, another 150. There's 450, 300. All right, you're looking good now, man. You're looking good. There is tons of blue crystals. To be exact, you now have an insane amount of blue crystals, right? So you're fully loaded. Go ahead and get all those heroes inscribed up to level 100. That way you can start using some of these new insignias that you have on this account. And we are hoping for the goods. We need to see Revitalize in the house, and we need to see Survival. Obviously, we're going to see most of the other things. From my knowledge, the hardest to get is Survival. Next hardest in line is Revitalize. So we need to see Revitalize and Survival, please, at one time. There's Revitalize and Survival from the first 10. Okay, that was a really nice opening. So now you got a Revitalize, you got a Zealous Drive. So wow, you got 4 of those Saints. Bro, man, that is crazy. That's unlucky. But Revitalize and Survival, 2 huge right there. Also another Survival, which is going to be very nice. You also got that Unholy Pack. You got Holy Conviction down there at the bottom, along with Wicked Armor. That's nice. An extra backup Survival. And then another Revitalize. So yeah, you really got hooked up with that right there. We will take it. All right, so before we end the video, I did want to get in and do some of the events. Man, this account's going to look really nice after getting all those extra insignias, boys. That's nice. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I wanted to see just for my free-to-play, is Boogeyman still the first one around? Yeah, it is. All right, so it goes, I can call how it goes. It goes Boogeyman, Ashura, and then it goes Karamik Rocks. So Boogeyman, here's Ashura, and here's Karamik Rocks. Oh no, Demogorgon's third in line? Wow, so I could potentially get Demogorgon if I wanted on my free-to-play, because this order stays the same. It always goes Boogeyman, Ashura, and then Demo. So for anybody out there that does want any of that stuff, that is an option for you. I'm going to go ahead and save all the coins on this account as well, but should I save the Floating Isle attempts? I guess I should save the Floating Isle attempts just in case he doesn't want to go for Hot Shot and Bloody Mary. Yeah, because he actually has quite a bit on this account, 260 total magic power. So yeah, that does it for now. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I am out of here for now. Peace out, fellas.